Hi everyone, and welcome to our second Scores Reporter tutorial video. In this video, we are going to be discussing how to enter and manage your club's improvement plans. In our last video, we talked about the basics of accessing the Scores Reporter website, how to log in, how to enter your youth program quality assessments, and make edits to them after. We also discussed how to pull your YPQA data in case you'd like to look at it as part of your planning process. If you have questions regarding those subjects, I encourage you to look at our first video before watching this one. But let's get started. We'll start by entering in our login information to the Scores Reporter portal, just like we did the first time. And like last time, we're going to access the Scores Reporter portion of the website. When entering in a program improvement plan, you follow a very similar step to entering in a YPQA. Go ahead and click New Entry, and instead of a PQA, this time you'll select Program Improvement. You'll notice that occasionally on our resources and on the Scores Reporter website, you will see the phrase goal form used interchangeably with Program Improvement Plan. We're talking about the same thing, so we'll just go ahead and select goal form. And now we get to the point where we get to select what site we want to submit a goal form for. If you have an organizational admin login or an organizational lead login, you will have multiple options underneath your organization, and you simply select the site that you are requesting to submit a form for. If you are accessing via a site account like I'm using our demo site account, you will not have multiple options here. You just click that you want to submit a form for your site and then press Start Form. This page gives you a summary of what you are about to do, just to confirm that you've selected the site that you meant to. And once you've confirmed that you're good to go, you can press Start Form again. From here, the information that you enter is fairly self-explanatory. It follows the same format as the improvement plan template on the CQI toolkit and the improvement plan template on the team-based planning training, or M3. It's also very similar to the improvement plan templates that Weicker uses in their planning with data training. Similar to when you are submitting a new YPQA assessment, the form automatically saves, and it will save every 45 seconds. So as far as entering your goal, enter in the information for each goal into an individual goal form. By that, I mean, if your club has a few different goals that they're going to be working on as part of their improvement planning process, such as increasing the number of fire extinguishers or first aid kits in the building, or perhaps increasing the sense of belonging by doing more community builders, each of those goals would have their own goal form filled out. That's to make sure that you have the space in the form to delineate each action step and to not get confused between multiple goals. We also realize that different goals might have different timelines. So filling out a unique program goal form for each of your club's goals will allow you to be flexible about what timeline is appropriate for what goal you're looking to achieve. So choose whichever goal you wish to start with and enter in what your club's goal is. So increasing the sense of belonging among all of our club members. It's important to select how you are going to measure your success and progress in your goal. On your accounts, when you select how you'll measure success, you'll have the option to measure success using the YPQA or a number of NYOI indicators, also attendance and participation data, and other information that your club might collect. Here is where you will delineate exactly how you plan to meet your goal. An action step refers to the individual tasks that are required for your goal to be successful. So in our example of increasing the sense of belonging for all of our members, some of our action steps might be provide professional development opportunities for staff to learn more community builders. We will say when we want this particular action step accomplished by, who will be responsible for making sure that action step happens, and any resources that might be needed for success, such as a trainer, budget, etc. You'll indicate when you plan to complete this by, and mark any statuses. Maybe this is completed or already scheduled. So you'll see that I've added in some basic information to help us learn some of the editing functions of our goal forms. So I've just input that we are going to measure our sense of belonging through a YPQA item. I've entered in an action step, a deadline, who's responsible, and now I'm ready to press submit. My form's been submitted and I'm good to go. One of my favorite features about tracking improvement goals in Scores Reporter is the ability to make updates and overall project manage the goals that your club would like to accomplish. And you can do that by accessing entries that you've saved, both in progress and forms that you've submitted. So in order to access that goal form that to increase the sense of belonging that we just walked through, I'm going to click Saved Entry. And I can see that I submitted this goal form. I can see the date, I'll see the site that I submitted it for, and I can click Edit and View, and that brings it back up. So now that I've selected the goal form that I want to edit, instead of pressing Submit Form, I click on the section that I want to view. So if I want to go in and update all of the different timelines and things that I put down, if I click Program Goal, that will help me decide if it's completed or mark if it's completed, change my deadline, say that I've revised it, and that will be helpful information for myself in the future and whoever else is looking at it. If I would like to add general revisions to my goal or update progress, I can go in and click the date that I've reviewed my goal and make any comments that I want about adjustments we need to make, things to consider, pickups along the way. Maybe we accomplished it really fast and we're looking to do something even more exciting and change our goal that way. Once you submit your goal review, it will be added to your goal form and you'll be able to see it anytime you access this information. The final option is a progress check. This is a way for very similar to the revision check, just to let you mark how far along you are, how it's going, and delineate any additional tasks that might need to be done. Again, just like the revision check, when you save this form, it's going to be stored with your goal form, and you'll be able to look at a running log of all of the revisions, the progress notes, as you move throughout your project. That completes our information on how to enter and review a site's goal form. For organizational leaders or clubs that would like to look at a large number of goal forms, maybe looking at information over time, just as you can with YPQA data, you can export your program improvement plan or goal form data into Excel and view it that way. To do that, click Export Data, select Program Improvement. You'll see two options under Goal Forms and Goal Measures. My advice is to select Goal Form. That will give you the complete information that your site submitted upon submitting their program improvement plan. Goal Measures provides you a shorter summary of what your clubs were intending to do to measure success, what they were particularly working on with the YPQA, NYOI, etc. So depending on the information you'd like to receive, select the one that's the best fit. Select the site you want to download forms for. Again, if you are an organization lead over multiple sites, you can select all of the sites at once and select your whole organization. Then just select all forms. That will give you all of your data at once. Press Run Export, and that will download it as an Excel document for you to use for your own analysis. That concludes our Scores Reporter tutorial for submitting and working with program improvement plans. For additional information, you can contact quality@bgca.org or schedule a consultation with a CQI team member at the cqitoolkit.org.